Welcome back to Raw Talk. We're ready to raw and we're ready to talk. First off the ranks, let's talk about this fight that went down with Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. On the undercard, Nate Robinson and Jake Paul. It was a pretty entertaining fight. Nate Robinson called out Jake Paul to do this fight, and as you see, bang, one knockdown there. I think there's 400 people that could attend. Bang, and then he goes down again. I think he's trying to get abolished him after the fight. That's Jake Paul's dad, and that's Logan Paul. Obviously getting very excited about the knockdown. It was a big win for the Pauls because last year KSI and Logan Paul, which is Jake's brother, had a fight, one of the biggest live internet streams. They had two fights. One was a draw, and then this second fight, KSI ended up winning. These guys are just YouTubers, and they're just bringing a lot of attention to the sport of boxing. I don't know what it is about humans that like watching each other beat each other up. It is what it is, I guess. It's just part of human behavior. Raw talk. The Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight was more of a spectacle fight. As you can see, Mike Tyson was in pretty damn good shape for a 53-year-old, and these guys fought really well. Mike Tyson is known, he smokes a bit of weed, and before this fight, he had a joint beforehand, so he was high as fuck when he went on the stage and did this fight. Moving on. Raw talk. This is a flying car. Imagine having one of these as a car that you could literally just be driving along and all of a sudden, I want to fly somewhere. Personally believe that we should have flying cars by now. There's no reason we shouldn't. He's in a freaking car and he's flying. How cool is that? This is more of like a trike that turns into a helicopter or something. Oh, this is more along the lines of like a drone kind of style flying thing. I don't know if that's really a car. What, a water thing? Gimme Bob? Parachute car? Crazy. Humans are awesome how they come up with these different things. So I have a song that I wrote many years ago. It's called Where's Our Flying Cars? Where's our flying cars? You know who we are. Anyway, moving on. Raw talk.
Imagine the Burj Khalifa inverted into the earth, and now add the Empire State Building on top of that. That's how deep these guys ventured.
These tunnels are just absolutely insane. Like, these guys go 2 kilometers down into the earth, and then they crawl through these tiny little holes. Guys are insane. Like, it takes another kind of level of human to be able to do these kind of things. Apparently it gets like super cold, and there's like tiny microbes in there that can crawl into the end of your dick and like kill you. And I don't know if that's actually true, but it sounds like something that would happen. Look at that. Like, what are they thinking? Crawling down these little crevices? Are you mad? Oh, wow. Glowworms, stalagmites. Wow. That's like Avatar kind of shit. Raw talk.
Fully articulated.
This is like virtual reality on another level. You don't need like the little stick things that you usually have with virtual reality. It picks up on your hands, and then it's augmented reality, being able to interact with things in a room just with your hands.
The way that the holograms are responding to my hand, almost inviting me to touch it. And in fact, I can just grab this corner to resize it.
Don't even need a computer in front of you. You can literally just have a virtual computer. And this is something that I am super interested in. Imagine being able to play any freaking instrument you wanted to. I don't know how that'd work with like touch sensitive pianos or whatever, because you like to have the feel of the piano, the weighted keys. This is the kind of technology that you want to have when you're sitting in a nursing home and you can't go outside, but you could interact with the outside world in a sort of a way. I guess the next step with this kind of stuff is just having a chip in your brain and being able to just go to these places by just thinking about it. One person is in another room and he's in that room, but it's almost as if they're interacting with each other in the same room. You see scenes like this in Avengers or these sci-fi movies. Probably walk into shops and be able to interact with things in shopping centers. Digital hologram shop assistant who is artificial intelligence and will just talk to you in that respect. What issues will arise from this? Will we just be blank people with no emotions? I don't know. Moving on. Raw talk. The Venus Project. Now, if you don't know what the Venus Project, go and check out venusproject.com and find out about the creator, Jacque Fresco, designing cities that would work sustainably, utilizing all the top range technologies of the world, a world that strategizes in a way that makes it possible to live in a sustainable future. Wind power, solar power, geothermal, whatever it might be, leading away from the the pollution-based society, oil-dependent society that we live in today. And the idea of educating people so that everyone steers away from a monetary system and we create systems of sharing. The end goal, realistically, for any kind of visionary, I believe, is to, end poverty, end war, make a fruitful, sustainable society for everybody, an equal society for people to live in, rid the world of power structures that just become corrupt. It's really about sort of abolishing the monetary system and creating a new fundamental society that basically just making a freaking better world, all right? It's hard for me to get it all out in the space of like a few seconds, but go and check out the Venus Project. They'll be able to explain it to you a lot better. Moving on. Rotok. Alrighty, for all the Star Wars fans, you would most likely have seen across the internet, if you watch the internet at any stage, there's Yoda-looking character in the new series of The Mandalorian, and everyone's calling it the Baby Yoda. On episode 5, season 2, they were like, Baby Grogu. This Baby Yoda is no longer Baby Yoda, it's Grogu. And that's all I have for you about this. I just felt like revealing that. I hope I haven't spoiled it for anyone who hasn't watched it yet. Little Baby Grogu. Raw talk. This is live view from the NASA feed, astronaut spacewalk. They look after satellites and stuff like that. If you know any information about that, make sure you leave it in the comments. What the hell are they doing these space stations for? Why are they up there? We're down there somewhere on that blue planet, just in there, I don't know where. This planet is literally just floating in an infinite space, blackness that goes on for infinity, possibly. Elon Musk is talking about going to Mars, and, once we get to Mars and we colonize that, then what? 1,000 years do we then go to another planet and then to another planet and just keep going into the far reaches of the galaxy? And probably the best thing to do is just keep on going, just keep on exploring. Anyway, that will bring us to the infinite space ending of this episode. Raw Talk! If you did like this episode and you think it was amazing, make sure you smash that subscribe button and tell your friends and share the videos and like the videos and leave some comments of things you want me to look up. Send me something that maybe I haven't seen before, and then I'll open that up and view it for the first time on the next Raw Talk. 5 videos every single Sunday. So if you want to go check out all the other videos, all you got to do is go to rawv.com and you can find all the 5 channels. Keep rocking, keep rolling, raw.